Testing, testing. Filters, let's see. Cool. Everything sounds good. Check it real quick. We'll start here in just a little bit. Just making sure everything's good to go. Thank you for that. All right. What have you been seeing on the Makers channel or category? I was just explaining the fact that there's some fogginess over here with the silicone mold. That's just where I pulled some tape from. This is a pre-built GK96. My brother went ahead and got, and I'm gonna go ahead and mod it. Starting with the silicone mold, which has been done for a few days already. Knitting. I don't really browse through the Makers channel too much, but that's hilarious. There you go. Alrighty. Okie dokie. I don't even know where to start. Oh, actually, let's do stabs. You know, I haven't used the Echo switches. I was this close to buying some off of Amazon the other day. But I've only seen very few reviews of them. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't even know which ones the greens are. Are those like tactile? Soft linear? No, I think the rows are like soft linears. Start with steps. Just disconnecting everything. Okay. I'm gonna do the stabs first. They already have some lube on there. And to tell you the truth, I don't know what it is. But I'm just gonna apply more. Linear. Is there a reason why you're going with you're trying to go with the Aqua switches? I want to wipe this off. I love the kill box trades. Yeah, that's definitely two sides of the spectrum. If you haven't tried any linears, just go for it. Just go for it. I don't see why, you know, you have nothing to really go off of, so might as well. I will say though, there's I mean, they're super cheap too. I would also just go with like regular MX or even Gateron switches, yellows, which is actually what this keyboard over here has, and I love it. They're not super aggressive like blacks, although I did start out by using like black or like harder sprung switches. But no, I mean, you have like NK creams. That would be a super nice sounding switch at least. Yeah. They are super loud. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some tissue. Cleaning these off. Okay, switch it up a little bit. Super bright in here too. From the ISO. Do it. I think you'll like them. Change the music. Where do you live? Country. Yeah. Online. I mean, it depends kind of where you are located, but I'm in Texas, so I have a Texas vendor that I go through. What state do you live in? Actually, I'm not going to use that. First. God. Montana. Shoot. Montana. You might actually have easier access with going something in Canada, but I think. Let me see. I have a list right here, actually. I mean, I don't know if there's anything directly right next to you, but I would. We only have a Walmart. I leave my thumb. There's a Target. Gotcha. If you want to go to try that. Hello. What's up, baby girl? Actually, if you want to try here, hold on, I don't know what their website is right now. Hello. Try that one too. I don't know how much he has it for, but that's where there's another type of loop like this. I don't know if you can really see that very well, but it's pretty darn white and really thick. That's what I've been using on stabilizers. Okay. I don't know where to put this. Here we go. Too many things in my hands. Go. Very nice. It's only one. Tons to go. This is going to be the most time consuming part. I pretty much have everything else to go. Chewy woke me up at 4 a.m. so I overslept. Whatever. I just started pretty recently. Actually, I messed with the settings too on here. Or my settings got reset. And I messed with them. They're kind of screwing it up. If you have the money, I know the aluminum one's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it does feel nicer. Although I think it's not really full aluminum. It's just the plastic keyboard with aluminum on the sides of it. So you're not going to get the full experience, but it will weigh a little bit more, I guess. I would probably just I don't know. My first one was with the aluminum border, like that one. I liked it. Gives you the freedom to like take them off and paint them, stuff like that. As far as using Banggood, doesn't really matter. I'd say you're just gonna be waiting for a month for the same thing, unless Amazon is just charging a lot more. Go with Amazon. You will be waiting a month because of those $8. Oh, Christian. Here's your silicone. I've been touching it, so that's why there's so many marks. It looks good. Go with 5-pin. I think those matcha switches are going to be 5-pin. That is very weird. It's just an outdated version, I would say. Yeah, the battery is for Bluetooth. I haven't plugged it in for long enough to charge it. But all you do is plug it in like you would regularly to use it, and it'll charge the battery while you're using it. And then you can turn it on to Bluetooth whenever you want to. I think you can have like 3 different things connected to it, or it'll save, you know, the pairing of 3 different things. And it has its own software for you to like do macros and stuff like that. This one is done. Matcha greens are 3-pin. I would still go for the 5-pin. 5-pin keyboard. Because any other switch really is going to be 5-pin. I know Kale's are not, but a lot of other switches are 5. You're saying the same number, man. Or is there a GK96s? But I'm pretty sure they all use the same software. I would say they still use the same software. You can probably find that on the website, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't trust me. I only know because I've dealt with one of these before. But I can't tell you much about differences. Pew. Thanks for the follow. See you later. You like it? It is a PNG. I usually have it on this corner over here, but there's not a good spot to put it over there, so put it on the wall. Same thing for like the first scene, so if I change it real quick. See right there how it just stays in place. I drew it myself. Okay. It would be cool to get like a neon sign or something. But the hell? Goose on the loose. Just a few more. Oh, Christian. The other day at Hobby Lobby, they had a 40% off. Hold on. They had a 40% off model kits. Do you want one? I'll send it to you with your keyboard. I bought a few. They're hanging up there. There's some cool ones too. They are the real grade, so they have kind of small pieces and stuff, but super fun. And then these things right here are your stabilizers. So this long one, that's your space bar. So the switch goes right in the middle, and then the whole space bar. The whole space bar has it. Well, it has a few spots just for certain layouts, but you see how it kind of fits with that. And then there's one in the middle right there for your switch. So when you press it, it all goes down at the same time. Same thing goes for your backspace. Your enter for the numpad. So that's why there's a bunch of smaller ones. And these guys actually like lubricate them. But it's such a terrible job that I have to go back in and redo it. At the same time, what I'm doing with these things is snipping off extra pieces of leg. You see how it has 4 legs? Well, the one on top and the one diagonal from that over here, they're not here. They're not actually touching anything. Like you see that? How there's space in between? It forms like a weird spring thing. Doesn't do anything and it just adds noise for no reason. So the thing is to snip those off. Just those 2. Because the other 2 legs are like completely attached to the rest of the little head. And I am doing it all while it's in there so that I can put my finger on the opposite side. But this is the housing. And this is the actual tip that would go onto the keycap. Sorry, forgot for a second. So this is so shittily done that I need to wipe it all off. And they're still like a little bit on the inside, but it's not affecting. It's not going to affect anything too much. This one also needs to come out. Yep. Oh my god, you and freaking glue, man. No glue. No glue. Are you scared of glue? No glue anywhere. Not on the keyboards. Not on the model kits. At this point, I think you're just trolling me. I mean, do you remember back in Spain, Poppy and I would we used to, or we were building this huge airplane, and that one was glued. I mean, what are these songs? That I wouldn't say that one was like extremely difficult, but yeah, it was a lot of gluing. Same thing with like all the Warhammer stuff. No, but that's definitely something I kind of asked before I jumped, or I bought the first one. I had to make sure that there wasn't any glue involved either. Yeah, and the Warhammer ones, I mean, you get to pick your race, but then you get these like little gray figurines. They're just gray. So you have to literally paint everything. And yeah, that's a whole nother level of model kit enthusiast or whatever you want to call that. This keeps going back to some weird stuff. I need to change the genre. No, you don't have to buy one. It was like, it was super cheap. I mean, they're already pretty cheap. Even if you have to build it like, you know, throughout a month, it's totally doable. Like I have this guy here. He doesn't have any arms or a head yet. He's just chilling, sitting. No, and I kind of need to get rid of some. I have too many up there. I have a big one that I want to do, and that one's gonna be super fun. That one actually, he doesn't use, none of them use glue. Do you have a place where you use? I mean, right here, and I'm actually, I bought another little base. So this is one of the bases for the smaller guys, so that you can join other bases to this and have them like fight each other and stuff like that. But yeah, I have them just like right here. They're just sitting. Eventually, I probably will put them. I don't know if you can see in the reflection in the mirror. There's a couple shelves up there. Probably do that middle shelf. But that's the mirrors behind me, and it's facing that way right there. So they would be right over here. Yeah, and I think on the computer too, there's like no latency compared to the phone. I don't know if I did set it to super low latency as a setting before I started this stream, so I don't know how it's doing now, but that's exactly what I was doing before this. I was eating some breakfast, watching some Gundam. There's a timeline to it too, and Hulu has them all. Hulu has them all, and right now I'm starting from the very beginning. The mobile suit, or I think it's just called The Origin. But it's this character, Chaz Aznavour. And initially I was thinking that he was going to be kind of a snobby dude. I like him a lot. And I already had his dude here before I even knew him. And now it's like a cooler figure, because he's actually a really cool character. But I didn't remember it being so gory. It is crazy gory. And from the start, like every single one of the people like have no mercy. They're just like destroying everything. No matter if there's people in it or not. There's like already stories of betrayal and stuff like that within the first few episodes. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know it was Gundam Wing or something like that we were watching. I don't know where in the storyline that one sits, but what Hulu has is freaking nuts. It's pretty crazy. Like the first episode it's kind of childish because it's like the beginning and the story of these kids, and you have like really like Japanese voiceover, high-pitched girl sound kind of thing the whole entire episode. But at the end, it gets real. It gets... I was watching it, and Sam was just sitting on the couch, not really watching it. And towards the end, she was like, holy shit. I didn't know this was going to happen. Like, it sounded so, like, innocent for the whole entire time, and I was going to make fun of you, but then this happened. Kind of crazy. Yeah, they have, I think they have all of them. I put a bunch of them in my like personal thing. And I think that first season, or the first thing, the Origins, is only like 6 or 7 episodes, but they're an hour and something long. And they treat them like movies. Like you want to stay until after the cutscenes and stuff like that. I played Warzone with Travis, Kelly before dinner, and then we ate ramen for dinner, and we were watching one of like the murder documentary things on Netflix, and I passed out. And then when I woke up, I just could not do anything. So maybe they did. I only played for 1 or 2 games. Although we did, Travis and I got into the first game of our, like when we got together, we played one game of, what they end up calling it, a Rebirth, but it says Extreme or something like that. I think Extreme is the fact that there's like no ammo that is dropped. Only when you kill people, ammo is dropped. And there was this little brother and an older brother playing together. And the little kid was probably like 6 or 7 or something like that. And we ended up winning. And he was so stoked. So stoked. He actually got a few kills too. Yeah, they were randoms. Because the rebirth is like a quads thing. Okay. 2 more. No, I didn't. I did see it. Is it kind of like Gears of War? Like when you're not aiming in, you don't see a reticle or anything like that? And it probably doesn't have a map or anything like that, right? Don't need this anymore. All right. Yeah, I'd be down to play. Low, low, low. Oof. For some reason, these things, the little in-ear controllers, in-ear monitors, ow, they'll go crazy after a little bit. And it's not a pleasant noise. I just don't want any like over-the-ear headphones. Other music that I'm listening to? No. It's the same music. I just like, I know sometimes it's like really weird stuff that comes on in this site that I'm using. So I kind of want to be listening to it. It's like, this is weird, but this is when the jazz playlist ends, they try to put it into something that like sounds similar, and it usually goes to like James Bond or something like that, more like big band things. But I was saying that I'm definitely down to play some Warzone, possibly tonight. I got tomorrow off. I gotta go pick up an iPad for jury duty, and then Tuesday I have jury duty, which should be interesting. I think they're still gonna go through like preliminary questions, and if so, I don't know if I'm gonna qualify, because one of them is, do you have anybody that's in the like police force or something like that? Pretty sure. And Chachi's in it, and Sam's dad is a retired cop. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I just right now it's kind of a burden because I don't feel right having to go to jury, or like, you know, not being at work technically, because we just did the whole marrying thing, and we were gone for quite a few days already. So I kind of feel guilty that I'll be at jury duty, but since COVID's happening, it's remote, so that's why I have to go pick up an iPad. So I'll be sitting at home. I'll be sitting at home during jury duty in my underwear while I judge on people, which should be pretty exciting, but I don't know if I'm going to be able, or if they're going to let me, since I think that's one of the questions. Let's see. Yeah, I think they need like the most unbiased opinions, you know? And when there's relation to police, I think that's the big no-no. I don't know if you would be able to either. And the only reason I say that is because Sam's mom has been denied, I think, multiple times, if I'm correct. Yeah, there's no information about the actual case, just where it's going to be and stuff like that. Can't spill the beans. But if I do get in, it's from like the 5th through the 15th is a possibility of how long it could take. And it could be even, longer depending on the case. But it is a Travis County specific case. So who knows? I already feel weird not wearing a ring. But I was wearing the silicone ring for like 2 days. And it gave me a rash. Like I have little bubbles around my finger. And it was itching like crazy yesterday. And it's only with the silicone ring, thankfully. It's still kind of red. Ooh, from the wedding? You were wearing a nasty old white shirt with grime on it? Oh no. It was all asbestos all over, man. Okay. Those are done. Thank goodness. thing that didn't have anything on it. La sacudí. Oops. I just smacked the shit out of the camera though. Alright. Put everything away. That is done. Okie put this all right here. Okay. So, you got your nice blacked out plate here. Been drying for quite a few days. It looks real nice. It's got a little nice kind of matte satin finish to it. So it should reflect a little bit at least. I was trying to give you that. There's a little bit of play here. But it's already screwed down, so everything's good. What I'm gonna do is actually should I? I'm gonna tighten it up just a little bit. Giving it a push kind of downwards like this, just to make sure it's flat. Because I did try to put it on the inside of the keyboard earlier. That was a tough fit. Right. From here, I think I am gonna put it on or in. Oh, so I forgot to mention. Or you asked about it at least. This silicone thing. So part of the whole keyboard thing is kind of like more of like an ASMR situation where there's a lot of noise or sound feedback that you get out of the keyboard, and that's part of, you know, the hobby, I guess. Yeah, so with a case like this being plastic, it's gonna resonate a ton, and if you have any kind of like rattle in there, you're gonna hear it exponentially. So I usually just put pieces of foam in here that would take away that noise, but a better thing for that, for the dampening or damping, is silicone. A lot of companies have started using that and just like putting it into the build kit or whatever, just included, out of people wanting to get the best sound possible out of the keyboard. Now, most of the time you can, you know, take it off if you want to, and in this case you can totally do that too. As you can see up here, there's a little bit of cloudiness as well as right here. That's because I had tape going over this as well as going over your port over here, and I had to rip that out. So you can take this silicone out if you want to. I just haven't physically like taken these pieces out yet, but it should be super easy. And I did this by just like pulling with my finger like that. It's already completely solidified, so it's not necessarily attached to the case, but it should dampen the sound pretty well. I do have a sound bite that I can maybe share. I don't know exactly where it is right now, so I don't know if it's going to end up being in this video. But I do have a soundbite of this board the first time when Mike built it. That is of him typing with literally nothing done to the board. But I think this will give it a good... It definitely added some weight to it. And it should make it sound pretty good. And in addition, I might even add some foam to it as well, just to see if that did anything. But okay. So this guy right here, your battery, I have to connect it to your PCB right there. So what I'm gonna do is actually lay this upside down right here and put this. There are two little things in there that are pointed towards. Okay. That should do it. How do you apply that? Spray or you pour? It came in two separate bottles. So there was a part A and a catalyst or whatever, and a part B. And then you mix it 1-to-1 ratio, and then you pour it. And then you have to let it sit for 12 to 15 hours, I think. So that's why I let it sit overnight. Okay, so it's giving me trouble again. There we go. I just needed to flex the case a little bit. Okay. I'm in. Alright, and then I got a bunch of screws right over here. There probably is going to be a little bit of paint chipping off from me tightening this down, but I've got a handy dandy marker right here. I won't tighten it down all the way just yet. I probably should have put in the switches and everything first, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's do that. Yeah, a little bit of markings there. No queries. Okay. All right. Let's do these. Is it too dark? Can you see shadow right here? Or is it all melding together? That should be a little bit better. There's no white, so I don't think it should be blowing it out too much. So now these white markings right here in the corners, that's actually just lube. Try to keep it nice and neat. Initially, these guys were kind of fitting a little loosely. And now they're nice and tight. Loosening this up because there's a little piece of like cushion or foam that this needs to get through. There we go. Okay. Turn off the chat for a little bit. Now come the switches. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Fit nice and snug. And I'm doing this against the pad because I want the backing of this to be reinforced. These little black pieces right here. Just so you don't pop them out accidentally. And then you want to make sure that your pins are completely straight on the switches. I'm mentioning this because you can pretty much swap out these switches to whatever you want. There's going to be a ton of paint on the bottom of this mat after I'm done. No, all the switches are exactly the same. And even if you wanted to swap out the switches, you wouldn't have to take any of the little stabilizers out. You would just take the switches and that's it. The one thing you would have to keep in mind is the fact that you're at like, I think 96 switches. So you do have to buy probably at least 100. .96 hand lubricated switches. Actually, I did all 100 because your case or your box came with like 4 extras or something like that. Should be well worth it though. I'm pretty stoked on this actually. I hope it comes out good. I actually, so right after you bought this one, I ended up getting a notification of a board that I had bought a while back, and it was just waiting to be like made, and it's another 100%. Kind of like this one. This one's technically 96 or something like that percent, but pretty much the same scenario, but it's like stacked acrylic. So similar to this one right here, where you see how you can see through it right there. There's a bunch of layers. You can see that. There's a bunch of layers in there. But instead of being 65% like this one is, it's like this, and it's a little bit more expanded. A little less compact. And then literally like a week later, another one shows up. This one was another thing that I had bought a while back too, but this one I had canceled. I fully canceled, and they still sent me the keyboard. So I have two of almost the same look waiting to be built, but they are not like hot swap like this. They don't like, I have to solder everything in. I don't even have switches for both of them because I didn't know that either one was going to come at that time. No, I got full refund, and then they sent me the board like a month or two later. So I sat for a while too, waiting to see if anybody said anything, but no. So I'm just gonna keep the thing. And I'm also getting, I mean, the things that I bought into like a year ago are finally starting to come out. So I actually have another keyboard that's on the way already. I received one of the PCBs before the actual board. So I have tons of content ready to be made, but I also have too many Gundams and shit. I just don't know what to do. Am I missing one switch? Hold on. It's right here. Hello there. Thanks for calling it out. You've been helping out all day, dude. Caught me on mute. Found my switch. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna clean this off real quick. Don't know with what. Alrighty. Here she is. Or it. Connect this. Flex the case just a little bit. So I did some research. Aqua rose pinks are the best. So I'm gonna go bubblegum theme keyboard. Nice. Yeah, the pinks are really the only ones that I've ever heard anything. Pinks and red. I've seen a few people talk about the matcha greens, but I don't know. I've heard good things about their keycaps too. Okay. Corners first. There we go. Am I missing a few points? No way. Why are there so many screws? Oh, one right here. One right there. One right there. Okay. Nice. Should look pretty good. Don't forget some brushes with the Krytox too. Okay. Pretty solid right there. Painted it a little bit. Boom shakalaka. Alrighty. Let's see. Good stuff. Yeah, lubing station, some brushes. Definitely get some brushes. I will say that you're most likely going to get one of these. O-rings will make your board silent. If you don't have any silent switches, I would say there's no point to O-rings. And then as far as the keycap puller and pull and switch puller, you're probably going to get one of these in your keyboard. You can hold off on both of those, but if you want to get a switch opener, where'd mine go? A switch opener, something like this is what you want. I also have one of these that has two sides to it. This is for kale and that's for cherry switches. So definitely get a switch opener. But I think you'll be all right with this thing. That's actually the one that I personally use the most. You're good to go then. Three, four, six, seven. I do have Discord. It's the same way that my name is spelled on here, Kiji. Is this a 0? I think. I do have a server as well, although not many people in it. Here, let me see what it is. Oh, excuse me. I usually use this server for more of like chatting, say in like Rocket League and stuff like that. If I'm playing with some people that are on computer. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Gateron. I do have quite a few updates on here. Here, let me. All right. I mean, you could still do Discord on your phone, but if you can find it, feel free to try to join in there. Gateron. CLACKS. Alrighty, we're getting there. I don't know where half of these are gonna go, so. kind of computer you getting? Nice. Actually, I'm streaming right now on a Lenovo myself. What the hell? Why are there 2 zeros? Oh, one of them's an O and the other one's a 0. I see, I see. Okay. Why do they have the same exact? One's just slightly thinner than the other one. I don't know where any of these guys go. So I'm actually, does it have a GPU? Not a crazy one. It's Intel Core i7. Let's see. Gotta look up a picture. Okay. So we got delete right above. PS SL, which where is SL? Oh, right here. Page break, page up. Page down. Numlock. Slash. Times. Dash. And down here we got Control FN. This guy. So Alt, Control, and menu. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, as far as graphics card, it's got a Iris Plus. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. If you're wondering about the camera above, it's a Sony a6000. And I played with the settings a ton. So that's definitely one of the reasons why the stream looks good, if that's the case. But yeah. Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna do my own personal test before I do a regular one. Give me 1 sec. Alright, let's make sure that it works. I am gonna... So, one thing to note is the fact that there are feet underneath. I don't know exactly what angle each one of them gives, but I will say the front of the keyboard is just a little bit tall. I do have a wrist rest, but I just want to see how... Yeah. Got my own wooden wrist rest here. Ooh, lights, lights, lights. Let's see here. So the FN will control any of the white little figures that you see here. So you got tons. There's brightness. There's modes of colors. There's all sorts of stuff. So, and even if you're going between Mac and PC, you can actually change what these buttons do. So you see at the bottom says Control Option Command compared to Control Win Alt if you're on a Mac. This is speed. And it'll blink white once it's already there. These two are going to be brightness up and down. These... are going to be the modes. Excuse me. All right. Right now, let's turn it off. Oh. It's every time you hit the keys, it turns it on. That's pretty neat. Let's keep them blue. What's the saturation? How do I change the color? Here, hold on. I can read. Okay, so. And technically you can go in through the program and edit all of these things. I have done it before, but that's in Japanese. Effect speed, effect brightness, light effect pause play, backlight off and on is 9, FN and 9 is off and on. Backlight mode 1 through 5 is FN and the dashes. 6 through 9 is plus and equals. And you can modify the first 5. Okay. If you press FN and space, it turns on the Bluetooth, although it's not fully charged right now. But I will test it out in a little while once I leave it connected for a bit. You even have calculator, multimedia keys, homepage, computer, sleep, files. Okay. I just want a solid... How do I want change colors. How do I change colors? Oh, I guess light effect, pause and play, FN0. Whatever. We can leave it at that. Oh, and there is a battery indicator. Right now it's in like orangey yellow. That's neat. It's your 4 button over here. Yeah, I don't really know, but I think it's when that 4 goes green, that's when you're ready to go. Yeah, and you can tap it. You can hold FN and tap it, and it'll turn on just that one right there. You see how it's blinking in the camera? It's not actually blinking. But right now it's like orangey red. So we can turn that off, and I guess we can check it later and see if it turns green or something like that. All right. In that case, let's go ahead and pull up. I think it's this one. Can you guys see that at all? No? Typing. Okay. I mean, this is probably going to be a little bit embarrassing because I'm not good at typing. Okay, let's see. Wow. This is touchy. Here, I'm going to face this downwards too. like something's weird on the right hand side of the keyboard. Bussin'. Okie dokie. It feels really good. Does it sound good? I feel like it sounds really like solid. Everything's like right there, like tukotaka, tukotaka. There's no too much resonation or anything like that. Here, get off there. Minimize that. Stop that one. I'm gonna take this off for a second. It's like there's a little bit of echo or a little bit of that one's just just a little bit wobbly. I think it's mainly because of the keycap, how it's made, but that one does resonate a little bit. You can hear it kind of echoey. But it feels super solid. And you got your numbers there. Everything feels pretty good. Oh, this one actually hits silicone a little bit. That's fine. Cool beans. Sweet. I'm going to give you a little bit of comparison. So that one's all plastic. This one is pretty much all metal. Can you hear the metal? It doesn't sound as metally when it's like on something. Check it. Can you hear the plastic? In any case, though, I do have This is one of my favorite ones to. That one kind of echoes a lot too, but it's a cool little design. Very neat. I'm gonna let it charge there. And put this on the side. Build this real quick. Yeah, it definitely, and you know, the switches definitely have to do with that. The material of the switches. I definitely put some more like it almost sounds like you're popping like little air bubbles. The one with the metal casing or the aluminum casing. And that's because of the material of the switches. And then the harder the spring, the lower the pitch you'll get too. And so the switches that are on yours right now are a little bit tougher to push than the ones that I put on that smaller one. Therefore, you get a slightly more like deep tone to it. Just because it slams a little bit harder, both down and coming back. And actually that small one is kind of like a starter board. If you can get your hands on it, like every couple months they like replenish the stock of it on the website. And it is like, you don't have to wait for a group buy or anything like that. It's when they replenish the stock, if you're one of the first to grab it, it's actually like shipping next day kind of thing. So I got lucky the other day and I went ahead and bought the white one. And it was only like 150 bucks for that board. And the main thing is like the way that you install the PCB and plate to the case. So on this one, as you saw, there were quite a few screws and stuff like that. On that one, there are no screws whatsoever. What it is actually it's a thick O-ring that goes all the way around this part. Of course, like in between the plate and the PCB, that's where you put the O-ring all the way around, and it like slightly sticks out just enough to where it makes a perfect seal against the case. So here, I'll actually show you. If I were to if I were to take one of these out, check it. I can bring the whole thing out with it. See that? No screws, no nothing. It's just the case. This bluish O-ring. And there's some slots that will actually rest. Like down in here, there's a little nub. Well, the O-ring will actually rest on those nubs. And that's how it gives it like the fitment, you know? But since you don't have, like, look, now I have to kind of like fit it in a certain way and then push down. Boom. That's it. Super simple board to make, but kind of a crazy idea, I think. I love that aspect of it, though. It makes it sound so crazy because there's not anything touching the PCB, so there's not any like hard spots. So like when you get close to a screw-on point, if it were to have any, usually those screw-on points will make the pitch like a little bit either higher pitch or lower, depending on like tension, stuff like that. Since there are no posts to attach to, literally every key sounds almost exactly the same. It's a very satisfying sound or noise. Very satisfying to type on as well. See if I can put these guys in a formation or something. It's a screwdriver. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This one goes here. This goes this way. This goes this way. This goes this way. Okay. Long boy. Long. Okay. What's that? Long boy. Okay. Boom. There's that. So is the base plus something that holds it. Yeah, unless you want them to be like standing, just standing on the desk. You want to get a base, and it is sold separately, I guess. But it's nice because you can display them. And then all these guys are literally just pieces to hook up the guys to, or their butts or their backpacks, whatever the attachment point might be. I already have a few of them though. So this is what I just built. And so now I can grab this guy, and I can grab one of these underneath. Come out. Damn it. So easy to come out last time. we go. Let's see. Put a different hand on them. There we go. This is the right hand. Here we go. Oops. All right. This freaking gun is so big. Alright, I think that's gonna be for another day. It's kind of hard to use these guys very well. You gotta put them in a spot and not move them whatsoever. Yeah, I can change the gun. This guy right here has a big old bazooka. Has a gun with a full-on like belt that goes all the way to his backpack. But it's for the same hand that the bazooka has. And then it's got this extra gun, which is the one that I wanted to put on his right hand. So he could be bazooka and shooting at the same time. And like I was saying, this is actually one of the Oh, that's pretty neat. Hold on. I don't know how to put this. Here. I don't know, you can really see that. Here. I'll do it this way. Yeah, look at that. Wing, 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 wing. It's kind of cool how I did the camera that makes it look a little bit more. You like that? That's pretty sweet. Alright, going back up. I know. I mean, that's kind of the whole fun of these things, you know. I mean, once you build them, like, what do? You put them in some kind of position, and then you leave them there. Okay. Cool beans. Still an orange. Still charging though. But in any case, getting a little hungry. I think I'm gonna go for some lunch here in a sec. I'm going to try to actually be consistent and do this every Sunday going forward. Might be every other Sunday, but I just want to be more consistent now that I have things like coming in and I have things that I like can or want to build. So I would definitely have more and more content coming, even more with these little guys. So yeah, stick around. With that, your keyboard is, yeah, exactly. And it seems like most people have, you know, Sundays off so they can support me and whatnot. Although none of my other friends said hi. But yeah, I'll be on it. I'll send you this here pretty soon. I will say with the black underneath, it looks real blacked out. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Cool. Alrighty. See ya later. Goodbye. Have a good one. Yeah. Call of Duty. Yeah.